On everyone, happy Thursday at 3:45. It is December the 6th, and just hopped on here to answer a few live questions that were questions live from emails that I've received all morning and really since Monday's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We had a ton of fun here in the studio. It was sort of odd to have, I think there was four of us in here, plus we were interviewing active reps that are working with us at TW3 that are actually going to be at the conference this coming March. Some of our platform speakers that are going to be at the conference is these guys are rock stars. If for nothing else, you want to get to the conference just to check these guys out. One of them, I won't embarrass him. We sort of showed that at the live membership training last night. I mean, he was sending me text, and I just sort of screenshot my text with him, and he says, "Well, I've just about hit 10 grand since Friday, and this was like on a Wednesday, so his week's not even complete. He's going to overshoot 10 grand. I think he was like at $9,200." And so it was pretty amazing to see. So, and matter of fact, you will hear from some of the same people that are doing that. If you want to go back and listen to Monday night's podcast, you're going to hear some of our platform speakers that are also our top reps and elite trainers that were on there, and they were sharing their experience. But I wanted to take this time just to answer some questions, because I know a lot of times on Monday nights, we're bantering back and forth, and sometimes a question gets overlooked or missed, and so they send the email in to me afterwards, or I get a copy of it, and if I see one that didn't get answered, I said, oh, that's a good question, I need to hit that. Then I definitely want to address that. If there's anybody on here live yet, I know we just went live. I didn't give anybody notice. I just sent out a text and said, hey, I'm going live, and then took off because I got to get out of here at 4:15 because I've got some obligations this evening. But if you got any questions, what I was just going to say, pop them in right now in the chat, and it'll pop up on the screen. I'll see it. Everyone else will see it, and then I could be more than happy to answer that. But one of the questions was dealing with our dialer, and I'm not reading it because I just remember it. He said that he was a real estate agent, wanted to know how to use a voice broadcast dialer for marketing real estate. It's pretty simple. What we do when we're dealing with realtors is we tell you there's a couple tools to use. The dialer is just one of them. The bulk texter is another. But if you're doing what's called cold marketing, which is you don't necessarily know if these folks are interested or not, and you specifically want to use the dialer, a lot of times people want to use the dialer because it's sort of a easily understood technology. You record a voicemail, you put the voicemail into the voice broadcast dialer, and you send that message out. Now, our dialer, the dialer that we use at TW3, is FCC compliant for two reasons. Number one, these are filtered, scrubbed, opted-in leads, which means we have permission to market to them. Number two, it's highly effective because you're not, some of these dialers and some of these marketing companies say, hey, go out and scrape these leads, or, try to use some sort of data scraper and pull leads off the internet. The problem is you don't know necessarily the demographics of that person. What's their age? What's their income? What's their credit rating? So you're wasting a lot of time marketing to people that have no money, have no credit, and really are not capable of getting what you're selling if you're in the real estate area, right? So a filtered, scrubbed, opted in database to dial is the absolute best way to market when you're doing a dialer. So the question is, how do I use a dialer with a voice broadcaster? It's really easy. One of the things that I teach in our plus and our elite level is the way you sell high ticket items like real estate and other things is you don't sell it. You give value away on something that a person in that particular market would want. So, for instance, one of our RMP offers is a list of foreclosed underwater homes or homes that you can buy way back of book. And you actually get paid as one of our marketers to give that information away. Well, if someone is in the real estate market, if I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm looking for real estate in my area right now, and I got a voicemail that said, hey, this is Terry with TW3 Realty. We're giving away a list that's not even in the MLS listing that will show you homes right now that you can get 10, 20, 30, 40% under value because they're foreclosed, underwater, the people can't pay it off. You give the justification and rationalization, of why it's a great deal. If you want that information, go to, and then you send them right to a landing page that they would fill out, get that information. That information is automatically sent over to them. You get paid, but what happens is you've captured a lead. And once you have that lead, then all of a sudden, it's really easy to then cross promote and sell. Hey, I noticed you got my list here of underwater homes or foreclosed homes or whatever the sales narrative is that you're using. I just wanted you to know I'm a licensed agent in this area, and we also have some homes. What is it specifically you're looking for? And then all of a sudden you've started a conversation. But that's the way, I market everything. I try to find what is a common interest that the person that would want, need, or desire could afford what it is I'm selling. What is it that they would find value in? And then I go to my list of RMPs, my referral marketing partners, and see what products, goods, or services they have. And then I say, okay, a list of underwater homes. Someone in a housing market would love that kind of information, and you can't get that information just readily available. It's not going to be in an MLS listing. And some of these data lists that they're giving out, and quite frankly, they're selling it, but it's of high value, right? But I'm capturing the information before I ever send them over there. I've just captured a lead of someone that I know is got the idea either for investment purposes or living purposes, or whatever the what's driving the decision to buy a home. It's the deal, and so I've captured that information. So that's just one of the ways that we use our voice broadcast dialer to cold market. Cold marketing is I'm marketing to a group of people that maybe I know their age, their income, their zip code, their credit rating, their all of those things. And so I'm definitely going to be marketing to people that could afford a home if I wanted to sell them one, right? Because they got money and they got credit. But the other thing is, it is still a cold list. I don't know if they're in the market or not. So I'm just blanketing, an offer out there saying I'm giving this information away if you want it. And then I'm figuring out a way to monetize that activity so that if I don't sell anything, by giving that list away or giving the information of where to go get that list, I'm getting paid from that third party. So that's how I'm recapturing the cost of that marketing that I'm using for my voice broadcast dialer. So that was to answer the question that came on Monday night. I thought that was a great question, but what I just told you there is just one of many things that we're going to be showing at the conference coming up in March 21st through the 23rd here in Greenville, South Carolina. Right now until the end of this month, which is also the end of this year, you can get tickets for half off. You can get tickets for half off. Right? It's going to normally be $397. Right now, you can get it for $197. And the way you do that, let me just pull up the website so you can go over there. It's worthmoreconference.com. That's worthmoreconference.com. worthmoreconference.com. You're going to get over there and you're going to see this web page right here. Okay. And it's going to tell you about the conference speakers. You're going to hear, some feedback from people that came last year. Folks, we had people that came as an attendee last year and it's showing up next year as platform speakers because they took the information they were given and they just launched like a bottle rocket. Okay. So we've got some top-notch speakers coming in, top-notch trainers of ours that is just rocking out TW3, some of our ELT trainers. You will want to be there. But what I just showed you about how to generate a lead using our tools with the voice broadcast dialer, that's just one of many, many strategies I'm going to be illustrating. Because if you do it the TW3 way, we're going to show you how even, and this is sort of a mantra that you'll hear me say, I can make money even when I don't sell anything just by giving value. And the way we do that is we show you how to partner with some of our referral marketing partners. And you're capturing a lead, and what you're doing is you're selling off that lead that you just generated using these tools, but then you cross promote what it is you sell, or selling the TW3, or just building your list, because now if I know I'm in the real estate world, this list that I'm building over here is all about real estate. Then I might market insurance tomorrow. Then I might market some sort of health product the next day, or a coaching product, or invite them to a conference or stuff. I'm going to be using my own tools to start generating leads for our 2019 conference. So it's, I tell people all the time, the secret to wealth, if you want to be successful, in any business, no matter what it is, the secret to it is learning how to generate leads for whatever it is you're doing. Once you learn how to do that, it is like shooting fish in a barrel. So do I have any questions before I jump off of here? I want to make sure that I'm taking care of you guys. I wanted to test the chat, make sure it's up and running, and that so I just hit a test in there to make sure you could see it. But if you follow that link that I sent out, you can pop in a chat right there. But it's $197 right now to come to the conference, worthmoreconference.com, worthmoreconference.com. I'm telling you, get the tickets now because they will be going up come January 1, and we don't want you having to pay more than you have to if you get the tickets right now. But we had a great time Monday night. Chris was in the studios. Lindsay was in the studio. Reagan was in the studio. We're going to be back this coming Monday night talking about how some of our guys just made 10, 15, some even bumping $20,000 in a week. I know that sounds too good to be true. Trust me, back a few years ago, I would have thought, man, anybody that said something like that, they're lying to you. They're selling, hope in a bottle or something like that. We're not selling that. We're not, honestly, you don't expect to get that and do that in your first week, 2 months, 3 months in the business. But you can make that kind of money as you get into this and learning how to build your different avenues, income avenue streams that we show you how to build up in a sales funnel here and a sales funnel here and marketing in this industry and marketing in this industry using these various tools that we have at TW3. I'm telling you, you can take your income and your earning potential to incredible levels. But you have to, it's the old adage, how do you eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time. So you can do that. And we have a roadmap, a strategy, a step-by-step methodology for you to follow. And there's 2 skill sets that we work on with our members, marketing and technical. Hey, Caroline, good to have you on today. I got your conference tickets. I hope you saw that, and I sent you out an email that we processed to all the folks that came in today, so I hope you were able to see that. Good to have you on. But I'm telling you guys, you'll want to be there. It's going to be an extraordinary time. It's one thing to hear me do it, because I've been around a while, and so you guys are, well, of course he can do it. It's his system. But you're going to hear from people that's been with me 4, 5, 6 years. You're going to hear from people that's just been with me a year now and already earning incredible amounts of income. And you're going to be able to talk to them. You're going to be able to say, how are you doing what you're doing? And so, that real estate strategy I just gave out, I'm going to be expounding on that. So I know some of you guys are in real estate, and it's going to be a great time to talk to you and give you some strategies of how, you could be making money at home doing this type of business, generating leads for real estate, and then actually just sell the leads off to realtors in your area as a means to eventually sell them the TW3 platform, even if you want. So there's all different types of marketing strategies that we're going to be able to show you live, one-on-one, in person. So any questions before I hop off there? I answered that real estate question up front because it was a great question we didn't get to Monday night, and I wanted to make sure that we did get to that. I'm going to stop talking and slow down. My wife says, you're the fastest talking Southerner I have ever heard, which makes it incredibly difficult to understand me at times. Thick accent, and then you're speaking at, lightning speeds. So, all right. Well, guys, thanks for you guys that came out and hung out. I know this was a quick impromptu, no warning, but I just wanted to make myself available to answer any questions that didn't get answered Monday night. I wanted to invite you to this coming Monday night at 9 o'clock. This coming Monday night at 9 o'clock, we're going to have another live podcast. We'll be answering questions. We're going to be talking about how we've had reps just this past week earning $10,000, $15,000, up to $20,000. We're going to be talking about the conference that's coming up. As a matter of fact, I'll leave you and we'll end on this. I'll give you some feedback of what some of our guys said about the conference this past year so that you can hear what you will be missing if you don't come and what you'll be getting and much, much more if you do. Check it out.
Hi guys, I was lucky enough to attend the conference last year in March up in Greenville, and I can tell you from attending a lot of conferences over the years, it was probably the best one I've ever been to. We had a lot of information going around from people who have actually been very successful in the business. Got to meet a lot of people that I've heard about since I've been with Terry Wilson. We had a great time, very, very worthwhile. The 3 days that we were up there, it was a lot of information swapped from a lot of good, smart people.
Hey, Terry, this is Angela Leader calling in to give my feedback from last year's Elite Conference. For me, it was educational, life-changing, and fun. It was also great to have the opportunity to meet you and hang out with the other members. So I'm definitely glad I was able to attend, and I am looking forward to the next one.
Hey, Terry, Mark Griffin with TW3 Coaching. Give you a quick call. Man, the last conference was awesome. Looking forward to the next one coming up. I just want to give my testimonial about the event earlier this year. I loved it because you didn't alienate us, man. You did a lot to put value in. And after the teachings, you were still there for us to hang out and learn from. Success in a lot of ways is caught, not taught. In other words, it's not only just what we learn, but it's hanging out with other people who are successful, like-minded people, and learning those little tricks and strategies that really make the difference. My belief in the company went up 100-fold. My belief in you went up 100-fold. And the 6 months or 7 months after that conference, I've made over $60,000. So the conference really is it was a game changer. So I'm looking forward to the next one. If you guys are listening to this, make sure you go. You guys who are trying to decide where you should go, it made all the difference for me because I had only been in the business for about 2.5 months with TW3 before I had gone to that conference. So really a game changer.